What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you have not already, please subscribe to the channel as well. As we drop content daily, go live daily. Stay very busy on this platform. And last but not least, my favorite part of this whole game, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Let's just have some dialogue. Tell me what y'all think about these topics. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into this back and forth between Kendrick Perkins and Charles Barkley. As this just came across my desk, and listen. I'ma just throw this out there. If this is breaking news to y'all, I don't care for Kendrick Perkins at all. And I'm gonna leave a little bit more commentary after that. But Charles Barkley cooked this jabroni as Kendrick Perkins said something reckless. I can't even tell you. I don't remember exactly. Kendrick Perkins, when he talked, I stopped listening, dog. That's how bad his takes be to me. He caught my ear for a little minute, but anyway, Charles Barkley cooked this jabroni because he came at um, Charles with some ridiculous take because he was defending uh, Jason Tatum not playing, essentially. By saying that the Team USA team was good, how it was, and all that kind of stuff, when we clearly seen France and Serbia and a number of South Sudan, a team, South Sudan. We've seen those teams keeping up with us because we weren't playing smart basketball. It's not exactly that we don't have the talent, the supreme talent. We just don't play smart basketball here in the States. But anyway, Kendrick Perkins, for the most part, for what I remember, was defending that crap. Steve Kerr's horrible decisions to not play Jason Tatum, and Charles Barkley said he disagreed, that it was a waste of time for Jason Tatum, to spend his summer out there training and all that stuff when he could have been resting up to potentially go for a repeat. I'm paraphrasing. This ain't exactly what Charles Barkley said, but he was essentially saying, Steve Kerr made the wrong decision by not playing Jason Tatum those two games versus Serbia, and he went at Kendrick Perkins. He pretty much put Kendrick Perkins in his place. He pulled rank as far as Kendrick Perkins coming at him. Charles Barkley let that fool know. You only average 5 points a game. And he was on the Dan Le Batard show. Let me say that. Shout out. I like the Dan Le Batard show. Shout out to him. Um, One of the few mainstream dudes I can tolerate. You know what I mean? He got some wild takes just like the rest of them, but for the most part, when he ain't bugging, he has some good takes. But anyway, he was getting interviewed by Charles Barkley, or he was interviewing Charles Barkley, excuse me, and Charles Barkley pretty much told Kendrick Perkins, bro, you average 5 points. Don't come for me. And just pull rank on him. And yeah, some other things. Y'all gotta go listen to the interview. I always cite my sources. I can't never quote them things verbatim because I just I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I consume so much sports content, you know what I mean, that I just can't keep up with everything what everybody says. It's just stuff comes across my desk, and I just, I report on it and I make the point. So anyway, if you want to hear exactly what Charles said, I'll tell you. Go pull up to that interview. We put Kendrick Perkins in his place, and as far as my commentary on the entire situation, um, I've had to change my opinion on who is the greatest basketball player of all time without a ring. I used to say Allen Iverson, used to say AI, but it's Charles Barkley, man. Charles Barkley is just cut from a different cloth, and I love that he keeps it, pretty much 100 when it comes to these basketball takes, especially when it pertains to the temperature in the room, as far as everybody knew that Steve Kerr made a horrible decision not playing Jason Tatum, right? But even Jason Tatum didn't like it, but Steve Kerr came out trying to defend it. Just there's no way you can defend it by saying you can only play certain guys certain minutes when you got a 40-year-old, 39.5-year-old LeBron James running up and down the court for 25 minutes out of a 40-minute game. Take 7 minutes away from LeBron James, 2 minutes away from Steph Curry, and 5 minutes away from Derek White, 2.5 minutes from Derek White, 2.5 minutes from Drew Holiday. All of a sudden, you got yourself a nice amount of time to play Jason Tatum. But anyway, um, you know, Charles Barkley was just saying that he don't rock with that, and I was of the same opinion when everything was going down in real time. And now I feel even worse because Jason Tatum has expressed his views about the situation, essentially said that it wasn't a great experience for him. But shout out to Jason Tatum. I like the young man. I really was rooting for them, Boston, to finally get over the hump. I'm happy they did. But this whole Paris Olympics things have been a bit of a sour, you know, on a championship season, seeing how he and Jaylen Brown have been disrespected to the highest order, in my opinion. But at the same time, shout out to Charles Barkley for standing on business, because it's always going to be these LeBron James uh, uh, fanboys that always try to find a way to defend the bull crap that goes on. I mean, here's the thing: we all know that LeBron James likes to pull strings from the, act like he's doing it behind the scenes, but we all can see through his bull crap. And I'm pretty sure he had a hand in Jason Tatum not playing a lot of minutes. He had a hand then for sure for getting Kawhi Leonard off the team. So if y'all don't know about that, go peep that video on mine. Yeah. LeBron James directly got Kawhi Leonard cut off of Team USA because he's a diva fanboy, fake politician. But at the same time, Steve Kerr is an idiot as well, respectfully, for he really exposed himself and his lack of coaching IQ. This man has literally been riding the coattails of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and what Mark Jackson put in place way back in 2014. He's just been, a bit of a sitting duck in that position, and it's really crazy, man. I was really kind of shooting Steve Kerr some bail because I guess like I said before, he's a Chicago Bull, former Chicago Bull guy. So I kind of, I'm loyal. I'm a loyalist to those that I root for, but he's exposed himself highly in this little Paris Olympics. Um, and I just wanted to say real quick about Kendrick Perkins, man, coming at Charles Barkley. I can relate to Charles Barkley, all right, in this situation. Excuse me. I can relate to Charles Barkley in this situation because there's always these LeBron James propagandists that come at you. And then when you look up these dudes, man, let me tell you this: 99% of the guys that I've seen support LeBron James are guys, and this is no disrespect. Please don't take this as any disrespect in my audience. I have a 9 to 5. I respect people with a 9 to 5 no matter what you do, excuse me. But it's always some dude that push carts. You know what I'm saying? You go check out their profile if it's not a fake profile, because a lot of these bronzexuals, excuse me, these Bronny Senior fans, that's my new name for these Bron fans, man. They're going to be Bronny Senior fans. But anyway, these Bronny Senior fans, there's always some average dude or a dude on a fake account. And I ain't saying average in the sense of working a job or pushing carts, 'cause I ain't looking down at work. I'm saying in the sense of a dude that comes at you, talks so reckless. I literally had a dude, man, on Instagram, man, in my comment section talking about, and it was a Bronny Senior fan. It was a dude in my comment section, literally talking about my page whack and this, that, and the third. I go to his page. He makes sports content too, right? Ain't dropped nothing since I don't know when. The last thing he dropped was like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, bro, you ain't even consistent, gang. First of all, and the second thing, he didn't had his page for about 4 years longer than I had mine, and only got like 100 and no, what was it? It was something. I think like 600 followers. Gang, I'm at 4 or 5,000. You know what I mean? I've only had my Instagram page since May, and it's just because the truth spreads like wildfire. I'm not doing nothing, special. This ain't even 100% my message. I'm just sticking to the code. You know what I mean? I'm relaying the code. The game ain't sold. It's told. Well, the game ain't told. It's sold. But at the same time, I'm still giving a lot of you trying to give these Bronny Senior fans an inside scoop, you know what I'm saying, on what's really going on in the sports world and the truth and the facts. But, for everybody else that don't have the time to do it like I do full time and make it a passion and a career of it, Yeah, I do it for y'all too. Let y'all know what's really going on in the sports world, because you're gonna hear a bunch of malarkey in the mainstream media, and a lot of these YouTube dudes, they be getting the facts misconstrued themselves. And I'm not going to always be the popular guy in the room because of my takes. You know what I mean? I know it'd be a little controversial, but it's all sticking to the facts. So this is why the Bronny senior fans can't stand me. And I mean, I don't mind it. I've been going to war with him forever. But Charles Barkley, again, man, standing on business, because Kendrick Perkins is in no way, in no position to be talking down on Charles Barkley. Respectfully, you know what I mean? Charles Barkley, in his height, was sitting at the table with the Michael Jordans, the Hakeem Olajuwons, the Magics, the Birds. Charles Barkley, and when he was in his peak, he was sitting at the table with those kind of guys. Kendrick Perkins on his best day was a functioning role player. You know what I mean? Kendrick Perkins ain't never been the reason why nothing happened and nobody won. So, and I ain't trying to talk down on KP. You know what I mean? Like, dude had to hustle and sacrifice a lot to get to where he is in life, and I respect that. But at the end of the day, it's just levels to this, man. You know what I mean? I don't speak down on nobody higher than me. Shout out to the big bro, Melvin Wall, man. Damn, that's one of my mentors in the game. I ain't gonna go talking to him crazy with my 1,000 subs, and he got 20,000, damn near 25,000 subs right now. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to learn from you, gang. I'm not gonna be talking down on somebody that's really put in more work and actually has something to say. But Kendrick Perkins is a LeBron James propagandist, and the only time he says something of note, only time Kendrick Perkins goes viral is when he's getting checked like this, and or when he's telling the truth about LeBron James and or Bronny James. You know what I mean? So only time we ever listen to Kendrick Perkins, because he's a clown. He's a guy that only averaged 5 points a game, much like Bronny James. I guess that's why he's a fan of him. You dig? But anyway, man, shout out to Charles Barkley, Sir Charles. I just did a video as well, covering the game, the last game he and Michael Jordan had against one another, one of the all-time instant classic regular season games. And really low key, the Rockets and the Bulls had a bit of a rivalry there. You know what I mean? It was a little bit of a regular season rivalry that not a lot of people talk about. But just did a video talking about Charles Barkley and Jordan. Y'all go check that one out as well. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel as well. If you haven't already, subscribe. And because I drop content daily, go live daily, stay very busy on the platform. I thank y'all, man, for the love and support, man. We definitely growing. We definitely going in the right directions. And I thank you for everybody that rock with me, been rocking with me since it was one sub, and that was my mom's. And everybody that all the cats I met along the way again. Thank y'all, man. It is Tony the Savant. Peace.